Hey everybody, welcome back this week. Sorry I didn't do an episode last week, but Super Bowl party got busy. Broncos won, made you happy. So this week, I guess we'll do our annual Valentine's Day episode / Evil Day if you're single like me. But we're going to do Valentine's Day cupcakes for two. I'm going to show you a recipe that makes this really nice chocolate spice cupcake, just enough to make two, which I think is cute. That way you don't have to make a whole bunch and you guys can just have you can make a nice cute little dessert for you and your player too. So, start out with a small mixing bowl that does not need to be microwavable. We're going to get 2 tablespoons, let me find where I put my tablespoon, of flour. One. And 2. Okay, that is your flour. And now you're going to need 2 tablespoons of sugar. 1 and 2. Oh, while we're doing this, go ahead and take a tablespoon and a half of butter in a small microwavable bowl. Microwave it for like 30 seconds because we're going to melt it here. Okay, so back to this. We need our cocoa powder, which is, let me find this, 4.5 teaspoons. I know the measurements sound a little silly and really small, but you're only making enough for 2 cupcakes. 2, 3, 4, and a half. So 4.5 teaspoons of cocoa powder. Now, you are going to need to check on your butter. That is nice and melted. Might be a little hot, so be careful. Might only need to do it 20 seconds or so. Try to figure out when I spelt cinnamon. But okay, now we're going to put our spices in our mix here. So first thing we need is 1/8 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, which really is an extremely little tiny, it's just a little tiny amount. 1/8 teaspoon of cinnamon. I'm going to need 1/8 teaspoon of ground nutmeg. 1/8 teaspoon of allspice. There we go. 1/8 teaspoon of allspice. And 1/8 teaspoon of ground ginger. Okay. Give that a nice little swirl around. Now we're going to mix in our milk, our butter, and our egg. We can go ahead and put in that 1.5 teaspoons of melted butter. You need another 4.5, I know that sounds a little silly, teaspoons of milk. See, I did 4.5 teaspoons there. I like this little thing. It's good for liquids and stuff like that. You don't want to sit there and dump out. Not too hard to do with the powders, but it's easy for the liquids. Okay, and you need 2 tablespoons of whipped egg, which means just take 1 large egg, crack it into a bowl, mix it up like you were going to do scrambled eggs or an omelet, and get 2 tablespoons of it. I know sometimes that can be tricky because egg wants to be goofy. Two tablespoons. I'm going to put a little bit extra in there because it was being tricky. But 2 tablespoons of whipped egg. And you can use the rest, microwave it for some scrambled eggs or something. Okay, so just checking that we have everything. You're going to flour, sugar, cocoa powder, cinnamon, nutmeg, allspice, ginger, milk, butter, egg. Get your fork. Mix that up into a nice little batter. Probably want to get a spoon then, so you can divide it evenly into your cupcake papers. You can use any kind of cupcake paper you want. I was at the dollar store and got some cute little Valentine's Day cupcake papers. Now, if you have those individual silicone cupcake baking things, go ahead and use those. Otherwise, we're going to get our handy dandy little microwavable one here. Get yourself 2 papers. He's cute. A little bent, but I'm gonna put one here, and I'm gonna put one over here. And you're gonna take your batter. You need your spoon for this one. I'm gonna divide it evenly between the cupcake papers. You don't want the papers to be any more than 3/4 full because they will bake up. If you end up with a little extra batter, you can just set it to the side. Okay. Let me scoop. That turns out so exact. I love when it works out like that. I get a little bit left, so I'm going to put a dollop on the top of each one. But that recipe puts out almost exactly what you need. 3/4 to fill. I love it. I love small recipes like this. Okay, so we're going to head to the microwave. That in there, and let me double check this. We're going to microwave on medium for 1 minute. So put in time cook, 1 minute, power level 5. This does not take very long to bake. After we do this, we're going to look at it, and we're going to do it on medium again for 30 seconds at a time till it's nice and spongy and done. Then you can use some topping if you want. I like to use this Ready Whip for these because you can just put some sprinkles on, and ta-da! You can present your play or two with a most perfect little dessert. Now I got some sanding sugar for one and some cute little sprinkles for another one. But this is the point where you can go ahead and start cleaning up after yourself. Oh, I got something to show you guys. You're gonna love this. Almost forgot about it. I could never forget about this. This just came in the mail today. You know I follow a band of dystopian authors and fans on Facebook, and they always have awesome giveaways. Well, look at this cute little poster I won, Flying Away by Caroline A Gill. If you have not checked out this book, go on Amazon. It's an amazing book. You will love it. Okay, yep, we're going to do this, another 3-0, power level 5. But no, I really highly recommend going and getting this book. Carolyn, thank you for this poster. I love it. I'm going to get a frame for it and put it on my wall of awesome art. Probably get a black frame for it. I think that would look awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is a little cute little I'm telling you, you guys will not regret going on Facebook and going and looking at, oh, little card too, band of dystopian authors and fans, because you can find the most amazing independent author dystopian books. I love them. Okay, let's check our cupcakes. Okay, I'm going to do mine for another 30 seconds because I can see they're still sticky on top and they're not going to be nice and spongy yet. 30 seconds, power level 5. And as I've always said before, different microwaves have different, power levels. That's why we do this 30 seconds at a time, at power level 5. Yours may be done. Mine was not. Awesome Spice is back. Here's my cocoa powder. Okay, dive back on in here. Okay, 30 more seconds, and then mine will be done. Make sure I put that in, right? Typing all the numbers. cupcake papers came with these cute little things. I'm not going to use them, but I'm just going to have more cupcake papers for another time. But if you have them and you want to use them, feel free to. Okay, let's get our cupcakes out. Now, if you're doing yours at home, you're going to want to let these cool for a few minutes. You can see they're perfectly done. Because right now they are super duper duper hot. And I'm going to show you how to put Ready Whip on one of them. But you're going to want to let them cool because the Ready Whip is going to start to melt a little bit. Hot, 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 hot. The things I do for you guys. Okay. Once they are, let's just say they're cool. Look how cute they are with their little papers. You'll take them, grab your Ready Whip if that's what you want to use. And put that right on there. As you can see, mine is totally starting to melt. But I just wanted to show you guys how let me get. Okay. Boop. Go ahead and put a few little Valentine's Day themed sprinkles on there. And look, you just made your sweet player 2 a very, very yummy little adorable treat for after dinner. And if you're like me and you're on that seemingly never-ending search for your better half, well, you just made yourself one nice little treat. Because you really do need to treat yourself. So I will see you guys next week. Thank you to my new subscribers. I'm going to eat this when it's cool. Shoot me some suggestions because I have one planned for next week, but after that, my schedule's totally free. So have a happy Valentine's Day. Treat yourself or your player too, and I'll see you next week. Thank you.